Oh my gosh, you guys. Hello, hello. It is what, the 23rd of February.
Yeah.
And we have one more auto ship. Okay. So tomorrow we make sure you record your numbers and you know where they are and you know how close you are to your seller title and people on your team so that you can reach out to them. But really, the next day, the 25th, is what you really have that target, right? um, of, oh, I've got X amount of days left of the month, and my goal is this, so this is what I need to do. So I would just say, like, be in action, right? So before we get started, oh, Wendy, nice to see you. I'd love to see your faces, you guys. Whose iPhone? Is that Karen Lolly? Dr. Lolly? Is that you, love? No, that's Anna and Laura. No. Wendy! Wendy's in cold Pennsylvania.
Well,
Juan Mia.
almost.
Oh, are you in Florida right now?
We're in somewhere in Alabama.
Okay.
But
Oh
I
my
live
gosh,
in the dump lot.
and Denise is on, and Sharon LaBraca, and Jennifer. I'm so happy to see you guys. And Sharon, you were just in Switzerland. Are you back? Amazing.
I want
Oh,
to show you what we're dealing with and ask you all if you want to come visit.
No.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Not today. Thank
Unbelievable. Like,
you.
no, no. So I'm in beautiful Sedona, Arizona right now with my new dear friend, Mia. That's amazing. That's impressive. Hopefully you have plenty of food. I don't know why I have.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. The cars are not going anywhere, and Aria will hardly even go out and go to the bathroom. It's crazy.
Oh, I know that. I'm cold just looking at that. That's amazing. So anyway, nice to have you guys on. It's okay, Irene. It's okay. We know you're here. I can feel your beautiful presence, and I'm just so happy you're on. Irene has a great story, you guys. I mean, she's had a kidney transplant, and she's on our products, and they have been life changing for her and her husband, and he's lost weight on GLP-1. He loves our GLP-1 and Protandim, and so I'm just so happy she's here and she's just sharing this with people she loves and cares about. You got a new customer this week, so fantastic. And Tammy Chaddick, you got a new customer this week. I'm super excited for you. We did a Zoom. I know you'll have a gift coming in the mail. I know Denise will. She had a guest coming in the mail, not a guest coming in the mail. A guest on our Zoom. Denise and I did a Zoom on Saturday. Isa also shared on there. It was really powerful. Very, very good. So, you guys, before I get into all the other details, I just want to introduce my new consultant. And I swear, I feel like we say the same words at the same time. And this is Mary Gooden. Mary is someone that I met at our Platinum eWomen Network in Florida. But I met her a year ago in Arizona. She lives in New Orleans. She has a condo in Sedona. She kind of lives all over the place. She's a travel junkie. She loves traveling. And she has built a beautiful business she's a yogi. She does retreats. She's done yoga teacher trainings, like actually led trainings. She makes cards, abundance cards. She's a writer. I've got her book right here. She's a publisher. She helps people write their books. I met her last year at our eWomen Summit, and there was a connection, but we didn't really, there were so many women there. I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but we sat next to each other at Platinum. And oh my gosh, it was like, oh, and she knows about LifeVantage products. She had been taking them from someone she didn't even know in Australia, and I don't even know how it happened. So in the meantime, she's like, I need somebody local that I can talk to, and I figured she would be a customer. We did a Zoom last week, and I shared the presentation, you guys. I shared all of it. Okay, she's also a managing director for the eWomen Network in New Orleans, and just starting to build that. Like, she's brand new, and she said yes to something that she knew not how to do. And she's traveling most of the time. She's not even in New Orleans, and she's doing this, and she's connecting people. And that's something that, was something that can really scale our businesses, is knowing how to be a connector and getting out there. When I mentioned last week that we are in a trust recession, you have a beautiful gift in front of you to biohack that trust recession by getting in intimate groups, by getting out and hiking in nature, by connecting with people. Not that you're going to hike in nature right now in the East Coast, but you can do Zooms. You can do intimate gatherings on health and well-being, ways to connect with people. What is your passion and purpose? And invite people to come talk. What's your favorite book that you're reading right now? And create a little Zoom around that. So you've got some people that you're connecting with, right? And I'm gonna let Mary talk, but I'm kind of getting on this roll because I'm flowing into Michelle Poe has sent out something that I haven't sent out yet, but I'm going to, and it's a beautiful way that we can be accountable with being healthy by doing. I know Jolene, you joined it. It's basically the Step Up app. I'm going to put it in Telegram. I'm going to put it in Team Inspire Change Facebook. And what it is, it's no pressure, it's fun. It's just connecting with friends. You could probably also invite people that are not in Life Vantage, just so you can be accountable with being healthy. And basically, it's you download the app, you just click on the link, it automatically downloads the app for you. It's starting today, no pressure, just something to make fun, to make it more fun, to come from that heart-led leader that we have inside of us, right? So I'll put that in the chat in a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to welcome Mary Gooden. And Mary, as I mentioned, I met her. I'm sorry, Mary. She's going to come back. She's at her computer right now. But Mary, I met at eWomen. And we're just having a really great time. I mentioned what she did. I've been all over the place. I'm having Axio X. But I want Mary to come on and say to you guys, why she's so excited about Life Vantage, why she said yes. I shared all of it with her, right? Not just one piece. I didn't come from just the science, but I met her where she's at. She already loved the products. And so with that, and here's somebody building, very, very busy in life.
I like to say I'm excited, not busy. I'm really excited to be a human being with the abundance that surrounds me, living a life to create loving and lasting change. That is the whole of me. And so I've started in fitness. I was an executive leader for 25 years in my career, running somebody else's multi-million-dollar dental office. I started having panic attacks. I stepped into my own dream. And right now, I'm just really here for change, for loving and lasting change, to help people recognize that this whole experience that we are in is a gift. And we get to take care of our body. I've been a Life Vantage user for probably 5 or 6 years. One of the women that contributed to one of my first anthology books was with Life Vantage. That's how I got turned on to it. We don't talk, we don't connect. I'm just on a regular auto ship. So when Marisa and I really felt an energetic vibration together, I thought, if I'm going to do this with somebody, I really want to do it with somebody that I can feel, touch, be around. I want to support somebody that I know. And so that's why I made the switch. And then when she told me about, I love to share things that matter to me. That's why I help people write their books, because I love to create space for other people to share things that matter to them, that change their life. And although I don't have an epic story as of yet, but maybe I do, I've been using Axio for the 5 years. I've been on the Pretandum and the
collagen,
the collagen,
the Drinky Poo,
and I love it. And so why wouldn't I say yes to something I didn't see coming that I love? This is how the universe, God, source, creator, responds to wanting to add multiple sources of income and impact to my life. So that's why I'm here. Yes, I get to be a lot of people. In fact, I've been 1,000 different women, and I'm taking advantage of an opportunity of being human to share that joy and that love and that gift with the world. So, thank you. I have another call for my MDs.
Cool. Your hands are so cold.
I want to meet every single one of you. She's got me on Axio X right now, too.
We're both on Axio X right now.
Thank you. I can't wait to meet you all. Thank you.
Everybody's so happy that you're here. So you're part of something amazing and beautiful community here, and we're all here to support you. And she's coming to convention. You guys, if you have not registered, and I mean it, clear your freaking calendar. I don't care if you're in Canada, I don't care if you're in Pennsylvania, clear your freaking calendar. And if you live in Vegas, you better be there. So, and bring people, right, Jennifer? Like bring people to this, because this is where lives change. This is, I will never forget coming to my first convention 2 weeks into this business, and I had no idea really what I joined. Had I not gone to that convention, I really would not have gotten the scope and the magnitude of what this is, and that's what kept me going. Consistency, even when the times get hard and you want to quit. And we all know that we have those times that come into our business where we're like, just hands up. But guess what? If you didn't listen to the call, it's a training call that Holly Highfield and her husband do like one Saturday a month, or every other Saturday. It's the first 12 minutes. Take time. That's your personal growth and development. Like every day we want to feed ourselves with something. Listen to a webinar, read 10 pages in a book, something to grow our mindset. That's part of the system for success in this business. So the first 12 minutes are amazing. She talks about an ice skater from the Olympics. You guys, his story is so powerful. So it's you talk about somebody who wanted to quit or could have quit, and what happened because he didn't quit. This is, if you do not quit LifeVantage, and I see people come and go, trust me, and it just breaks my heart when I see that. And so don't quit. Just stay the course. Carrie Dickey Presidential says your business will never be bigger than you're ready for. And that's not a shot at you or any of us. That is, you're right. I stayed at what was called MC3, it was Pro 6 at the time, for 3 years, you guys. For 3 years I stayed there. And I wanted to hit that next level of executive leadership, but guess what? I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready. I had to grow me. This business is all about growing us. And I will share with you that Bob Heilig, if you haven't listened to the second training, if you haven't listened to the first, you've got to put this on your list. For listening to last Wednesday night, he did the second training. And Jolene, I'm going to have you talk. He coached Jolene. He coached Jill Lynn Fisher. Many of you know who she is under the pose. He is all about coming back to the heart, coming back to your calling. What was it about LifeVantage that called you in? And not getting away from the push, the grind. We don't want to do that, you guys. We're part of a beautiful movement. We've been called to be a part of something so extraordinary. When you listen to Irene, and Irene's story, who's had a kidney transplant, who was dying, you guys, these products have changed her life. Like, what we're a part of is so extraordinary. So get back to that feeling and know there's nothing better out there that's doing what this is doing. And people are seeing it, so reinvigorate yourself. Get involved. Maybe it's Bob Heilig that you wanted to get involved with. If you do his mask test and find out where you are, you're going to be in a system. You're going to get the email that gives you a 30-day free opportunity to really get connected and learn how to share and go into your calling, right? And then if you want to purchase it, I think he says that's optional. You can purchase it for $297 or something. But I actually am going to have a private call with him because I want to talk to him deeper. I want to be a better leader. I want to really come from that heart-led leadership. So I just wanted to share all of that with you because it's really important. It's easy to feel the word overwhelm, and I just really am trying not to use that word at all because it brings overwhelm into your DNA. I think he's amazing. I think he comes from such a deep place. Jolene, he listened to every word you said. And he looked at you in the eyes. And this is on Zoom, you guys. You can feel it. I watched it last Wednesday night. I watched it before I went to bed. I couldn't watch it live. So I got in bed and I perked myself up with my pillows and I watched every minute. It was better than any TV show I could have ever watched. And it was real life. So Jolene, share what you did, share what he said, and how you're feeling.
Yeah, so just a little backstory to make it make more sense. So Jeanette, who's on my team, has been doing his Love Led Shift had been doing his Love Led Shift program, and she gifted me because he sent out links to the people doing the program to do the 30-day free program. So I was already going through that when Tanya started doing these calls. So I had done all the things, but I was actually struggling with it because when you do the mask assessment, you use your last 5 to 10 post content to find your mask. And though the mask that it gave me made sense, in the shift program, it actually helps you create posts. And they weren't resonating with me. Like they were, but I had to keep like digging until it felt okay, that I felt okay to post them. And after watching the first training, I reached out to Tanya to like when I actually listened to him sharing about the masks, because I watched all the video training through the Love Led Shift program, but something clicked different that night. And so I reached out to Tanya and I said, is it possible, because I'm so disconnected personally, that that's what's impacting and that would actually be my true mask? And she's like, either put your hand up to do the training or the coaching when he's on next, or reach out to him and see if he's usually pretty good at responding. So I went into ChatGPT and just asked and redid the thing and said, maybe I'm disconnected. And the chat, I was actually happy with what chat gave me. And I was like, okay, this makes more sense. And I was actually supposed to be out on Wednesday night, but it was so miserable here that the event I was supposed to go to got canceled. So I was like, okay, maybe I am supposed to be on this call. So when the second opportunity came up, because Jillian was on it, because Tanya had also said, told her the same thing. And so I put my hand, or like I just jumped in. I know he wanted a different mask, but Tanya was like, talk to him. And I was like, my event got canceled. There must be a reason. So I did it. But yes, it was very powerful chatting with him. I really like his approach because I feel a lot of what he shares, the ick of how some of the things happen in the industry and how I was trying to shift myself to be somebody else because I don't want to share about myself, right? So I was shifting to try and be this other somebody and share the information, teaching the information, because then I don't have to show me. And so it was, it was really powerful. So, but yeah, if anybody hasn't watched it, both from Jillian's perspective with if you ranked up based on like the push with mind body and then fell down, or from my perspective coming into the industry already from a place of fear. And I'm coming up on my 7 years, and I'm an I keep hitting SC3, but hitting that MC1 has been challenging for me because it's the growing the business part that's hard for me. I have a great customer base that's consistent, but the business part has been the challenging part. So hopefully that helps.
That was beautiful. And so now what you're going to say is the business part comes through me easily. It's multiplying. I am attracting all of those beautiful women and men that have all the resources necessary to build this business. If we focus on what we don't have, that's exactly what we're bringing. If we focus on being in debt, that's exactly what we're bringing. I was listening to Bob Proctor. I put it in the chat, you guys, or I put it in Telegram, and I put it in Team Inspire Change. Tracy Mew shared something with me yesterday that totally resonated with me. She shared this, it was like an hour interview with Bob Proctor. And there were 2 sound bites that she's going to use in social media. She's going to figure out how to use it and personalize it. And so I cut it down. I edited those sound bites so that you guys have them. They're in the comments, but I can also put them in Telegram, so you can save them to your camera roll. I'll actually put them in Telegram Business, One Person Big Difference shareables, so that you have them. But he talked about the 2 sound bites. That's not my point. he was talking about, oh shoot, I just had a brain fart. I can't believe it. Growing yourself, but oh, he talked about the energy you put out, the words you use. We hear this all the time. How that will, if you focus on, let's say, he said debt. If you focus on debt, you you will always be in debt. Even if you focus on, I got to get out of debt. So that's like it's so good. It's such a personal growth. It's like one person just poured into your brain a brain dump of all these different things that you can think about, from giving gratitudes every single morning. He pulled out a pen in his pocket and he said, and I did this today, and I'm going to be putting this in my speeches when I'm talking, is giving 10 gratitude, writing down 10 gratitudes a day, reaching out to or he said, send love. I don't know if you have to physically do it out loud or just do it from your heart. Send love to 3 people that kind of rile you up, like that you have issues with, and what else? 5 minutes of quiet, sitting quiet for 5 minutes. He had people do this, and his office does it. His work does. I mean, he's passed, but his has he passed? Has Bob Proctor passed? Yeah, he passed this past year, I think. But his business, they do it. It's part of their daily method of operation. So I just say, please take time. That's another one you want to listen to. Get it in your calendar this week. You don't have to do it all today. Mondays are a crazy day, but it's really important. And then those 2 sound bites that I shared, one is the young man that interviews him says, what would you say to your 20-year-old self? He said, I would tell you to get into network marketing. And he said, I've never done network marketing, but I've worked with network marketing. And it's the only business I know where it doesn't cost you anything to get in, where you can actually create the life that you want and design the life you want. It was beautiful. And then the other one was the gratitudes. And I think that's really important. So thanks for letting me talk a little bit about that. I want to talk a couple of things. Mia, I know you're doing something. If you're going to talk about the One Person Big Difference call, that's fine. Okay, so tonight Mia is training on the One Person Big Difference call. That's at 6:30 Mountain Time. So your time zone, whatever that is, 8:30 Eastern. And she's going to be training on follow-up, Mia? Third party validation. Third party validation. Also, we're going to talk about this 10,000 steps app. We'll be promoting that. I'm going to also this morning post that in Telegram. I'm going to also post it in Team Inspire Change Facebook. So those places, just check, you guys, a few times a day or a couple times a day if that's all you can do, or even one time a day. But that's where, by the end of the day, you'll see a lot more things in there that are like, where's that recording? If you haven't seen Dr. Sveta and Sean Poe from last Thursday night, unfrigging believable. I sent that to Mary. And that, she's starting to regurgitate what Dr. Sveta said yesterday when I gave her a little gift bag of little fun things to open up for being a new consultant. And she had already listened to that. So she was regurgitating already some of that. This is what we do. This is how we build the business. Getting on these calls or listening to a LifeVantage opportunity presentation, okay? Those are the things, then you start feeling a little comfortable, and then you get people on a third-party call. Oh my gosh, they're like, yes, I really like to learn more. Great, I'm gonna introduce you to my business partner, and I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Mia's going to talk more about that tonight, so I'm really excited about that. Thank you, Mia, for being patient. I know we have just a couple minutes, but I wanted to get all of that out while I had the brain going. And can you feel I'm on Axio X? I don't feel jittery. I just feel like laser beam focused. There's all this stuff I want to do. Go ahead, Mia.
So funny. Oh, so I don't know. I've had so many things in my head, but basically, I wanted to just say when you were talking about, all of us are on a different journey and the quitting aspect of things and how you have those moments where you just feel like it's not working for me. I had those very early on in the business, and I was, of course, comparing myself. We're sisters to my sister. You don't do that, but she
Mm-mm.
was taking off like a rocket ship, and it was going very slow from me. I've never done this before. I needed to be more compassionate to myself, more loving to myself, and I needed to grow myself. I still need to grow myself like crazy, and I'm trying to step into that leadership. But I remember Michelle Post said to me, if you don't quit, you will win. And that's really what it's all about, is just having that mindset and then doing the things that grow us. I mean, I'm stepping into, honestly, all these years later, I'm stepping into doing a training tonight on One Person Big Difference. It's not my comfort zone. I'm going to do it, and I know it's going to go well, right? So we have to put that out there. We have to put that energy out there that we're all talking about. I've listened to at least 20 minutes of Don D and Marcy and Holly Highfield from Saturday. I have to complete that. I have to watch the second Bob Heilig. So we do have to make time to make these things happen because it matters. And we all are here because we want to make a difference and have that impact, and we all can. So I just wanted to say that.
I love that, Mia. You've had a shift in your mindset, and that's what I would invite all of you. If you feeling that, just like, oh, I don't know, just reconnect to your calling, what it was. Listen to Bob Hiley, because it'll become much more clear, and just know that you're in a safe place to be supported and loved. And thanks, Dirk, for being on. Did he leave? Yeah, he left. But it just we. What other business do you know that has so much love here? Right? And health and opportunity, and not to compare our journeys to others, and just know that we're going to have the roller coasters, because that's just what happens, but learn how to ride the roller coaster. I wanted to say I picked Mary and I picked these cards. These are like from New Orleans. They're an oracle deck. The friend of hers made them, or somebody that she knows. She picked music healing today, which is so cool, because I just connected her to Ananda Das, one of my teachers who's taught me the harmonium and singing and chanting. She has a harmonium in her closet. She's also a sound healer. She's got the most gorgeous alchemy bowls here. And anyway, so she's ready. And so the teacher appears when the student is ready. And this is the card she picked. The card I picked was companionship. And when I looked at this and I read, I couldn't even frigging believe what I was reading. And then I'm going to end the call. And I know we need to get on the Monday motivational call with whoever's doing it this month. But when we think of companionship, because I think you can relate to this, we immediately think of romantic connections. However, quite often the most fulfilling and enjoyable relationships we experience are through platonic connections. At this time, you'll find a healing energy through companionship with others. Allow yourselves to create and experience new ways to connect with people. Perhaps joining a group of like-minded people to enjoy activities such as yoga, painting, dancing, or traveling would be a good place to start. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all the things with her, and it's just fun, because this is. It's energy. It's the energy we put out is what we get back, is what my lesson here. Healing through the sharing of non-romantic love can come in many forms. It's time to be open to all the ways that loving companionship can come into your life. So embrace that. Thank you all for being on this call. One Person Big Difference team call tonight at 6:30. Feel free to join that 10,000K. I'm like, well, I'm going to be on a plane. I probably won't be able to jump on the aisles, but maybe I will. And, I don't have a little device to track. I might get an Aura ring. I don't know, but I don't have all of that. I have my phone. I don't care. I'm just going to be a part of it. I'm going to do what I can do. And if I don't do 10,000, it's okay. But I'm going to do something, which is better than nothing. All right. Lots of love. Have a great day. See you on the calls tonight. Bye-bye. Thanks for being on.